So for Christians, Avi, we look at things that are going on over there and what the Bible has to say about certain countries, specifically around Israel. Is there anything going on right now or things that you watch out for as far as what's foreign policy or things that, you know, when you're talking about Russia and Iran and all these, I don't want to use the word enemies, but all these military forces that are around you, is there anything on the stage today that Israeli has their ears perked up?
I think the most current situation we have to deal with is the Iranian deployment in Syria. This is the most important thing, and this is the largest threats at the moment, because the grand plan of the Iranian was to penetrate and enter to those territories which haven't got a central strong regime and undermines the area over there. And this is what they did very good with Hezbollah in Lebanon, with Hamas in Gaza, with the Houthis in Saudi and Yemen. And this is the most important thing to deal with. And actually the Israelis at the last 3 years or so, running some kind of war between the wars by destroying again and again the Iranian ability to deploy themselves in the Golan Heights, because the idea of the Iranian was to build some bases that after that they enlarge them, and they have the ability in one night to reach to the Israeli border and actually penetrate. And they try for a few times. They launch some missiles to the Hermon mountain. They try to launch some drone attack, which we catch it before. So we keep a very close eyes on the Iranian activity over there. And if you add this to the fact that Russia is there and Russia has their own interest over there,
right? I was just going to
say. So you're working on a very, very delicate situation. You have the Russians over there. We from time to time attacked in Syria. There's some kind of coordination mechanism between us and the Russian, which is very good. And at the end of the day, we succeeded to take the Iranians and keep them out. And this is an ongoing efforts, unstopping efforts. You have to do it again and again. The two main goals of the Iranian, one of them is the very accurate missiles that they want to provide to the Hezbollah, which could be very different things if they have the accurate missiles. And the other thing is create some kind of a land corridor between Iran through Iraq and through Syria that can bring weapons to Hezbollah, and by that way have some kind of surrounding Israel from all sides.
Right.
So now we have Iran specifically on the northern borders of Israel.
I would say so, almost.
Yeah.
Almost. We got some promises of the Russian that they will keep them moved, because Russia have their interest in Syria, and we might have the ability to aim the Russian interests. So they understand it very well, and they keep the Iranian there. But the Iranians try again and again, and we have our drones and intelligence, and we try to keep them out of the system.
Yeah.
You know, the Iranian, in the last 9 years of the civil war in Syria, the Iranian invest something like $15 million in Syria. And that's a lot of money, and they want to have some benefits by having their bases in Syria and stuff like this. So that's what's going on at the moment. That's the main threat on Israel at the moment, I think.